Hi folks, again we are with a stock review of Autocom Japan, and this sign, with this exact sign I mean X, something extraordinary, something extra large, something extra comfort, something XXXX terrain, and that is the car that we'd like to introduce you is a Nissan X-Trail. Nissan car line models, there are numbers of them of course, but unlike the truck-based models of a Nissan Xterra and Pathfinder, for the first time they introduced the Nissan X-Trail, which is a compact SUV inside the city to run as well as to run outside of the city. Now, as it's been said, Nissan introduced its X-Trail models to offer an extra power, extra space and extra comfort for extreme roads, and that is coming from 2000, the year of 2000. This particular model is a generation number 1, starting from 2000, and this model from our stock 2005, it's been already sold, and this car is going to DRC. How much? For the price of $2,690. And then we have the generation number 2, and you can see the slight difference. It's still the box shape, but the front is being redesigned, and these models are coming from a 2007, and that's the second generation, and this particular model is 2007 year model, and it's already sold for $3,950, and this lovely car is going to Zambia. Congrats to our Zambian customer. Then we have this beautiful red color of third generation, which is coming from 2013, and this model is 2015 year model, made second month of registration, which is best for a Kenyan market. So this is still available in the stock now, $13,400 US. That is a CNF price to the Mombasa and the Dar es Salaam, Durban, Maputo prices. So anytime you can find somewhere our phone numbers or the emails, and you can shoot a message to us and we'll attend you as soon as possible. So these models, this particular third generation is coming from a 2013. In the middle of 2015 they start introducing hybrid models. Since the third generation came out into the market, and then they were also introducing overseas markets apart from the Japan market, and the models are exactly the same like a Qashqai or Qashqai, the model name. Most of you guys, you couldn't pronounce the name of the Nissan Qashqai, and they introduced that model as a Nissan Rogue in, I think, in the North American market, didn't they? Now let us give us some specifications what we have under the hood. So for the third generation, and as well as for the first and the second, we have a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engines generating 144 horsepower. The first and the second generation, maybe the chassis is a bit lighter than the third one, and that is okay engine to pull that much mass, but not for the third one. Now I saw some critics about this particular third generation with a 2-liter, not enough power, this and that, but still 144 horsepower pulls this mass, and it gives you actually joy too. And we have with the engine together 6-speed CVT transmission. Now with the fuel tank we have 60 liter of gasoline. You can put the regular, maybe the high leaded, unleaded, the gasoline that goes for the 60 fuel tank capacity. And the fuel consumption of this particular model, the second and the third generation, varies about 7 to 8 liters for 100 kilometers, or 13 kilometers per liter. That's how we see it, but all depends on how you drive. The way you drive is reflected on your consumption. Now, what we have in the boot, 550 liter of space. But then, if you fold the second row seat, that gives you actually 1,990, almost 2,000 liter of space. You can put inside there 2 big sumo players, and then you can drive them all the way to their sumo place. Anyways, let's come down. The beautiful part with the X-Trail boots, they have introduced so many compartments. This has no lip, as you can see. You can bring your suitcases and just throw them into the boot, and it will just slide smoothly. And those are the places where you can actually separate your cargo. You can put some flowers here so that they don't move around here, and you can put some other stuff on this side as well, or you actually can remove this one, and the second part is also removable, and you can just put it on top of it, just like this. And you have now 2 levels of compartments. Here is another space for you to store some other stuff. Now let's talk about the saloon itself, how much space we have inside. It's actually a large compartment. You have plenty of a leg room and also the head. And myself is 178 centimeters, and I still can put my 2 fists on top of my head, and that much space that you can have. Now most of the X-Trails are coming with the leather and the half leather. This particular one is the half leather. You can see the leather side, and this part is kind of plastic-ish, some material being built seats. Of course, ISOFIX are they're built in here on these the places. You can put your child seat and enjoy your drive. At the same time, you have your arm rest on the rear seat. The 2 cup holders are here. You will have a beautiful view because the windows are quite large, and you can enjoy your drive sitting behind. And depending on the weather, if it's cold weather, you can still have a heater here. Now let's see what we have on the driver's seat. Keys are coming conventional, this one, but of course you need to keep the key inside the saloon to start the engine. The push start engine start button. Multimedia system, very simple, but these ones are particular one for Japan market only, the navigation system. Back in your country, maybe you need to change it into the English versions as well. So the other things are very simple. What extraordinary things you will have on this car for extreme roads and terrain roads, that you will have a heel slide assistance, and you will have, of course, the 2-wheel drive. The drive system can be manually changed from 2-wheel drive from the front wheel to the 4-wheel drive mode, and that you can lock it on and lock it off. And it has also the automatic the option as well, depending on where the terrain or the city roads are. Then we have the 12 watt the socket here, and with this particular unit we don't have any USB ports, so that you can charge your mobiles and some other gadgets as well. We have the seat heater, and it's cold outside. Well, it's winter now, 10 degrees, but not that much cold as it was before. And the seat heaters, but not the seat coolers. Now, is Nissan X-Trail a good car, or should you consider buying this car? Well, I would say yes, not just because we are selling our stock cars of a Nissan X-Trail. No, it's rather practical, it's rather fuel efficient, and it's rather 2,000 cubic centimeter engine capacity, which allows you to import it and pay less tax when you compare it with a more than 2,000 cc units. Now, Nissan X-Trail, it's meant for the extreme roads, and that is the point of being X type of units, and this unit will definitely give you a confidence out of the city when you go where you don't find any asphalt roads. Up to this moment, Autocom Japan, our company, has shipped 13,250 units to our lovely customers overseas, and that number would give you the confidence to consider this unit for your next purchase. Now, if you go somewhere, or in the description, you will find our website, and you will find the Nissan X-Trails 3rd generation, 2nd generation, and the 1st generation. Prices coming from the 13,000, 14,000, depending on the options and the mileage, of course. And the 2nd generation you'll find somewhere in the middle of a 7,000-8,000, or even less amount of US dollars. And the 1st generation you'll find from $3,000, or even slightly less than that amount. And you should definitely consider 2-liter engine, which is going to be less tax in your country that you wish to import. See you in the next episode of Nissan Cars, and keep checking our website, and of course subscribe into our the YouTube channel. Click the button over there and leave some comments, whatever car you would like to see for the next time. Cheers, bye bye.